The RGMPs raise the bar on ESG performance. There are increasingly more stringent demands from host governments, investors, financiers, and communities around ESG performance.
Well, we know that mining can and really should contribute to jobs, growth, revenue, and really development in a lot of countries. But unfortunately, it also comes with risks. And there's risks of conflict, there's risks of environmental degradation. And as we look to the future, where mining is going to become more and more critical, particularly as we look to sort of a 2-degree climate future, we need to make sure we get it right. So the responsible gold mining principles, I think, is a really important first step for the industry.
What these mining principles do is complement and actually help refiners and miners to communicate better, to understand what it is that they're looking at, and work together and collaborate more in actually helping to address some of these risks.
They effectively are part of a package of very specific areas that the companies are committing to, which is all about restoring trust in business.
Having the responsible gold mining principles have the third-party assurance is necessary. It's just another level of trust, I think, and transparency that a company can provide its stakeholders that it's doing the right thing. In the future, this alignment is going to attract a lot of capital for the mining sector. So companies that are doing the right thing in the sector, aligning themselves, third-party assurance, are going to hopefully have access to that capital.
Public boards have the responsibility to take care of the company's assets. And as such, there's the fiduciary duty to assess all risks, including environmental and social impacts. I believe the integration of these principles will provide a better definition of corporate scorecards that could be used all the way from the boardrooms to the mine sites to better align to what's material to the businesses.
So one of the responsible gold mining principle, which I think is of essential importance, is the engagement with communities and also the respect of the gender balance in the local content, so local hires in a mining operation.
We're particularly pleased to see diversity so explicit in the principles, and the fact that the principles focus on both women in the mining workplace as well as mine-impacted communities.
We've worked very closely with the Gold Council to establish equivalency as far as we can between the two sets of expectations, and they're very closely aligned.
So we've been involved in the World Gold Council consultation for the principles, mostly focused on the issue of procurement. We're really happy to see that public supply chain policy is now part of the requirements for members, and also that local procurement is a prioritized issue for the sector.
We hope that in the second half of this year, we will have independent third-party assurance, and based on their recommendations on their report, we will, of course, focus on those areas which need improvement. And I really do hope that in 2 years, we will be in a position to be proud saying that we are in full conformance with responsible gold mining principles.
I'm thrilled that these principles integrate diversity. I believe that if we inspire the women in our organizations, we will reach higher levels of success.
And so for member companies of the World Gold Council, the commitment we all have to adhere to the RGMPs and to attain that high standard, I think is something that our investors will be very pleased with.